So, my people, we already did the U23 defenseman just a couple weeks ago, so we have no choice but to do the U23 forwards. There's just too much game-breaking talent in this list to not do it. Now, unlike the demon list that we did, which was great by the way, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. This one is pure, unadulterated firepower. It's skill, it's speed, it's creativity. These guys can take over a game in one single glorious shift, so buckle up because there are no honorable mentions this time, just the top 16 because there's just too many of them. So let's do this. Kicking off the list at number 16 is a Leafs fan favorite in Matvei Michkov, a big 6'3", 230 pounds left wing who scored 58 points, 29 goals in 78 games last season. Matvei Michkov is an absolute beast for Toronto. He has a big frame, he's heavy on the puck, he's strong along the board. Basically, he plays that power forward style that the Leafs have been absolutely begging for the past decade. He's not flashy like some of the guys higher up the list, but he's the kind of reliable, hard-nosed forward every coach dream of having in their top six. Honestly, if you're a goalie and you see Matvei Michkov barreling down on you, you're probably not feeling too great about it. And sliding in at number 15, we have Beckett Sennecke, a 6'4" right winger who put up 86 points and 36 goals in 56 games in the OHL last season. This guy is all about skill, creativity, and looking good while he does it. He can dangle his way through a telephone booth, he can finish, and his shot is absolutely deadly from anywhere in the offensive zone. His skating has really come along, and the sheer confidence this kid plays with makes him a nightmare to defend for defenders who are already tired from chasing him. He's one of those guys who can embarrass you with highlight reel moves and then bury it before you even know what happened. Next up is Berkly Catton, a 5'10", 5'11" center who put up 109 points and 38 goals in 57 games in the WHL. Catton is a pure playmaker. He's got that next level hockey IQ where the puck just seems to follow him around the ice. He can slice up defenses with passing lanes that literally nobody else on the ring can see, and he's shifty enough to create grade A chances out of absolutely nothing. Yeah, the size isn't ideal, but with his close to elite skating and smarts, it honestly doesn't even really matter. He's the kind of hyper intelligent center that just drive an entire line all by himself, turning average line mates into stars. And at number 13, we have Desnoyers, a 6'2" center who put up 84 points and 35 goals in 56 games in the QMJHL. And Desnoyers is one of those guys who's a little bit under the radar, who has quietly skyrocketed up the list because of his well-rounded game. He plays a very responsible two-way game. He wins his battles along the wall, and he has sneaky but buttery smooth hands. He's not just a two-way guy. This kid can make play and can definitely finish too. Honestly, if he was playing in the OHL instead of the QMJHL, I think people would be probably talking about him way more. And sliding in at number 12, we have Martone, a 6'3" right winger who put up 98 points, 37 goals in 68 games in the OHL last season. Martone is a big right winger with a 6'3" frame, and his shot is still a cannon that goalies absolutely fear, but you can't just call him a power forward. He's a true hockey sense force on the ice. Martone is a lightning, quick thinker who processes the game faster than the defense, often anticipating pressure a full second before it even arrives. He uses his size and strength not just to hit, but to relentlessly protect the puck along the wall, carving out a perfect seam for his line mates with beautiful passing plays. He's an ideal blend of strength and brains, a big-bodied playmaker who can outthink you, outmuscle you, and then put the puck right on your tape for a goal. And coming in at number 11 is Will Smith, a 6-foot center who put up 45 points, 18 goals in 74 NHL games. Will Smith is just a pure offensive creator. His creativity with the puck is borderline ridiculous. He will try stuff that most players wouldn't even think of attempting outside of a shootout. His hands, vision, playmaking, it's all elite or borderline elite and incredibly fun to watch. Sometimes he plays a little bit too much of that pawn hockey style, but when he's on, he truly looks like a human cheat code you can't turn off. He's just 20 and he stood out in the second half of last season in the NHL, so he's going to be something to watch in San Jose. But before we jump to the next one, here's a message from our paid partner, BetterHelp. It's funny how the biggest life changes don't just happen on the outside. They kind of sneak in and mess with you on the inside too. And I'll be honest, in my early 20s, it felt like everything happened all at once. Graduating, moving out on my own, starting new jobs, trying to figure out who I was and where I was heading really. It hit me like a truck, and with it came some pretty significant anxiety. At first, I told myself, nah, I'll just push through it, I'm fine. You know that classic young man's confidence where you think you've got it all figured out? Yeah, turns out I did not. The stress started piling up and ignoring it only made it worse. When I finally decided to talk to a therapist, it honestly changed everything. I was nervous at first, but having someone to sit down, listen, and help me untangle all these thoughts in my head made such a difference. They gave me tools that actually worked, ways to manage anxiety when it crept in, ways to reframe the way I was looking at things. But maybe the biggest thing was realizing I wasn't the only one in this, and that in itself was a huge weight off my shoulders. And that is why I think a service like BetterHelp can help a lot of people. A therapist will listen to you, ask questions, and help you see things from new perspectives. They'll give you advice and practical techniques that actually make life easier to handle, whether you're just going through a major life change or just feeling stuck. BetterHelp is the paid partner of this video. They're on a mission to make starting therapy easier. You'll just fill out a quick questionnaire and you'll be matched with a therapist as soon as possible. And if it's not the right fit, you can switch at any time at no extra cost. And with over 7,000 reviews and a 4.3 rating on Trustpilot, BetterHelp is a platform you can trust. Click the link in the description or go to betterhelp.com/bluechipprospect to get your 10% off your first month of therapy. And cracking the top 10, we have Logan Cooley, a generous 6-foot center who put up 65 points, including 25 goals in just 75 NHL games. Cooley is basically lightning in a bottle. He's quick, he's incredibly shifty, and he just oozes offensive skill from his stick. His skating pops off the screen, and he's a massive threat every time he touches the puck in the neutral zone. Size will always be a question mark, there's no debate about that, but with his compete level and breakneck pace, he more than makes up for it. He's got that I'll just do it all myself type of vibe sometimes, and honestly with him, it usually works out just fine, so that's perfectly fine. He's the guy you rely on for a game-breaking moment in your team. And at number 9, we have Juraj Slafkovsky, a 6'3" left winger who put up 51 points and 18 goals in 79 NHL games last season. Slafkovsky officially silenced a ton of his doubters the last 2 seasons with a massive leap forward from his first season in the NHL. He's finally using his enormous size better, winning more battles along the board, and just showing off that elite retrieval, heavy on the puck protection skill. He's not just a big net front presence anymore. He's genuinely creating plays with excellent vision and elite puck protection. If he keeps trending this way, Montreal fans are going to look back at the 2022 draft and feel really good about picking him first overall. He seems to be the proof that sometimes all you need is a little time to bake. Halfway through the list, and at number 8, we have Michael Misa, a 6'1" center who put up 134 points, including a ridiculous 62 goals in 65 games in the OHL last season. Michael Misa is a total offensive package. We're talking high-end skating, slick hands, and a shot that can beat goalies completely clean from distance. He controls the pace of the game like very few players of his age can manage to do. Watching him play, you get the sense that the game is just moving in slow motion for him. He's always like a step ahead of the play, and with his skills, his finishing ability, and his playmaking, we're talking about a point per game center in the NHL. And coming in at lucky number 7, we have the Dallas Stars star center in Wyatt Johnston. We're talking a 6'1" center who put up 71 points, including 33 goals in 82 games in the NHL last season. Johnston has been so outrageously good for the Stars, playing a complete 200-foot game, driving his line, and he already looks like a legit established top 6 center in the NHL, if not a first-line center. He's not that flashy. He's not the guy who's going to then go through 3 players, but he's ruthlessly efficient, incredibly smart, and consistently excellent every single night. Basically, he's the player that all coaches dream about building a system around. And at number 6, we have the Russian wizard, Matvei Michkov, a 5'10", 5'11" right winger who put up 63 points, including 26 goals in his first NHL season. His offensive instinct aren't just good, they are absolutely unequivocally elite. You find those tiny soft spots in coverage on the ice. His release is lightning quick, and he is absolutely fearless attacking space with the puck. Sure, there are always those defensive concerns, but you don't draft a guy like that with that type of skill to kill penalties. You draft him because he's going to score a lot of goals and make a lot of plays, and he's going to do that a lot. He's a pure chance creation machine you simply can't pass up. Breaking into the top 5 is the Ducks' future number 1 center. We are talking Leo Carlsson, a 6'3" center who put up 45 points, including 20 goals in 76 games last season. This guy is the complete package down the middle, possessing the size, the skills, and the calm of a future franchise center. He's not as flashy as some of the guys above him, but is remarkably reliable, beautifully creative, and has the two-way game that every coach in the league absolutely falls in love with. If you're building an NHL team from the ground up, this is exactly the kind of smart and massive center you want as your number 1 option. He's a cornerstone player for the Ducks. And at number 4, we have another Russian highlight reel machine in Ivan Demidov. We are talking a 6'1" right winger who put up 49 points, 19 goals in 65 games in the KHL last season. This guy is an offensive dynamo with a bag full of tricks you've never seen. His hands, his creativity, and his vision are just different. He makes pro defenders look silly on a regular basis, and he can set up teammates just as well as he can finish himself. Montreal fans already know exactly what I'm talking about from his incredible highlights. He broke records in the KHL last season, playing very limited time, came in the NHL and had a fantastic goal and assist on his first night in the NHL. In terms of projection, we're talking a guy that can be one of the very best winger in the NHL in his prime. Who's going to be the best between him and Michkov is still a question that nobody can answer, but I feel like they are in a very, very similar tier. And cracking the podium at number 3 is Adam Fantilli, a 6'2" center who put up 54 points and 31 goals in only his second season in the NHL. This guy is built like a tank and somehow skates like a Ferrari. He's powerful, he's fast, and he's incredibly aggressive with and without the puck, making him a sheer nightmare to defend in open ice. He can muscle you off the puck with pure strength and then burn you with elite skill just a second later. He's got all that high-end tools to be a number 1 center in the NHL, and Columbus has their guy locked up for a foundational piece for the next decade. That guy is the type of guy that brings his own lunch and eat yours too. So here at number 2 is where it gets a little bit complicated. Both Bedard and Celebrini could be number 1 or number 2, but I gotta give it to someone, and I'll give the number 1 to Connor Bedard still. I still think that he has that little something, that edge or that clutch factor over Celebrini. So obviously, Macklin Celebrini slides in at number 2. He literally has it all. High-end skating, a hockey IQ that's just off the charts, insane compete level, and a scoring touch that's already NHL ready, and more. He put up 63 points, 25 goals in 70 games last season as a rookie. He's dynamic, but he's also reliable in all 3 zones. He plays with that intense edge where you can tell that he just absolutely hates losing, which is a key trait for a superstar. Honestly, he's the type of franchise player who's going to make San Jose relevant again. He's not just a future star, he's a future face of the league. And of course, at number 1, it's Connor Bedard. The shot, the hands, the vision, the IQ. It's all genuinely generational almost. He's not just good. He's the type of good where you find yourself rearranging your evening schedule just to watch him play on a random Tuesday game. Bedard is the guy you build a franchise around, plain and simple. He's the main attraction. He's going to light up the league for years to come. In the end, I think Bedard ended up the better player in his prime. But at this moment, Celebrini has a leg up, which is why I think a lot of people would take Celebrini over Bedard. And there you have it, my top 16 U23 forwards in hockey right now. But as always, I want to hear from you. This is where the fun begins. Who did I rank too high? Or who did I completely disrespect by ranking too low? Or maybe who did I leave out completely? Drop your list in the comments below and let's get this debate going. And hey, if you enjoyed this breakdown, and I hope you did, don't forget to like the video, definitely subscribe to the channel, and hype the video if you're on mobile so more hockey fans can find it. I appreciate the support. As always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.